Now, what does the peace deal mean for India? A country thousands of miles away from Israel and the UAE, but very close to both of them diplomatically. In fact, this can be said of all the parties involved here: Israel, the United Arab Emirates, and the United States. All of these countries are India's strategic partners. New Delhi has grown closer to all of these countries in the last few years. A peace deal between them is only good news for India. I would also go as far as to say that India may have had a role to play here, not directly, of course, but indirectly. You may ask how, and I'll tell you. Let's go back to 2017. While most of the world expressed their support for Palestine in the open and had under-the-table deals with Israel, India chose to walk a different path. India adopted a de-hyphenation policy between Israel and Palestine. The government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi chose to balance ties with both and keep each independent of the other. In 2017, Prime Minister Modi became the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Israel. Just months before that, he hosted Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. India's message to the world was this: you need not choose between Israel and Palestine. You can maintain diplomatic ties with Israel while supporting the Palestinian cause. The de-hyphenation was not just symbolic. This was India pitching itself as a responsible global leader, a country interested in peace. And India has never shied from making this point. In the same year, 2017, India voted against recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. At the same time, India pulled up Palestine when its ambassador to Pakistan was photographed sharing a stage with Hafiz Saeed. India has also balanced ties between Israel and the other Gulf nations. Delhi has steered clear of the sectarian politics. India's policy of de-hyphenation and its diplomacy in West Asia has been balanced and exemplary. With the second largest Muslim population in the world, India could also extend a hand of friendship to Israel. Did this inspire the UAE? Perhaps it did. So back to my question: how does India benefit from the Abraham Accord? What's in it for New Delhi? First, a global validation of India's diplomacy. Second, the peace deal benefits Indian diaspora in the region. At least 7 million Indians work in West Asia. They will benefit from the regional stability that this deal brings or is expected to bring. Flight services between Israel and the UAE is a boon, of course. And third, as the two countries work out bilateral trade, it may also open new avenues for India. So let me end my cover story by quoting India's reaction to this deal. A statement from India's External Affairs Ministry, it reads, and I'm quoting, "India has consistently supported peace, stability and development in West Asia." It goes on to say, "We welcome the full normalization of ties between the UAE and Israel. Both nations are key strategic partners of India. India continues its traditional support for the Palestinian cause, and we hope to see early resumption of direct negotiation to find an acceptable two-state solution."